Hi, Steve Chrysler here from Bookkeeping Life. I want to talk to you today about starting your own bookkeeping business and the first steps that you should take, the foundation that you should develop from the beginning. It's really important to build a solid foundation from the beginning so that you're not spending a lot of energy and time and getting discouraged doing things that you really shouldn't be doing. So you want to focus your energy onto things that really matter, especially in the beginning, so you don't get discouraged. So I'll talk about three of those things today. One of them is QuickBooks Online, so I'll go into that in a second. The next one is the types of clients that you want when you're first starting out, and that'll change over time as you get better and better. But when you're first starting out, you want to focus on a particular type of client, in my opinion. And the other one is charging appropriately and dealing with the whole how do you charge a client and what do you charge a client. So so for the first one, QuickBooks Online. So there's QuickBooks, there's lots of different accounting softwares, bookkeeping softwares out there, but QuickBooks is definitely the one that's mostly used. So and then there's also, and within QuickBooks there's QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Desktop. Now QuickBooks, when I started 20 years ago, QuickBooks Desktop was the go-to, but because the internet wasn't so robust as it is now. But over the years, QuickBooks Online has really gotten a lot better, and I've changed my opinion on it over the years. It took me a while, but I'm starting to actually like QuickBooks Online. It's really helpful, and for a lot of reasons which I won't go into today, but in a different video. But QuickBooks Online is where I recommend everybody starts for a couple reasons. One, it makes it really easy to get clients all over the place. You don't have to just be in one spot. You can literally get QuickBooks clients all over the nation, all over the world. Anybody that uses QuickBooks Online, you can tap into their QuickBooks and see their books and work on their books. You don't need to swap files back and forth. It just makes it really, really easy. So QuickBooks Online, and then the other thing is QuickBooks Desktop costs money. QuickBooks Online does not. So QuickBooks Online for accountants is free. It allows you to do the bookkeeping for your own business. All that's free, and then you can accept invites from your clients that have QuickBooks Online, and they'll show up in your client list, and then you can work on theirs, and that's no charge to you. So you can run your own QuickBooks and also work on your clients' books, all for free. There's no software fees there because the client actually carries that burden. So QuickBooks, and here's another really important thing, is you really want to focus on getting really good at one software first. You can branch out later if you want. You can get the desktop version. You can try different bookkeeping softwares besides QuickBooks over time, but in the beginning, because it's so prevalent everywhere, QuickBooks Online is where I would focus all of your energy and get really good at it. Instead of getting sort of good at a bunch, get really good at one. And there's plenty of clients that use QuickBooks Online, so you'll have plenty of business using that particular software. There's also sample companies, training that comes with it, so they've really done a really good job over the years. Back when years ago, it cost a lot of money to get certified and all that in QuickBooks, but nowadays it's not. They've really opened it up. So check out QuickBooks Online for accountants. So that's number one. The second thing is the types of clients that you want to focus on in the beginning. You can branch out over time, but in the beginning, I would focus all your energy on getting service-based clients. So there's lots of businesses out there, lots of different types of businesses, but what I mean by service-based clients is clients that what they do is offer a service. The bookkeeping for a service-based company is the easiest type of bookkeeping. Like a restaurant is more complicated because there's so many. There's inventory. If you have a store that carries inventory is a whole different ballgame. So you want to stick with the simplest types of businesses, which is that person offers a service. Your chart of accounts is shorter. The bookkeeping is a lot easier. It's easier to grasp what's going on with their business and be able to hit the ground running when you take over an account with a service-based company. And so examples of those are like a real estate agent, or a pool service company, or a lawn care company, things like that, where they have it's just maybe a mom and pop operation. They provide services for their clients. So that's what I recommend, is you focus on those types of industries. That's one of the anytime I take a call from a potential client, one of the many questions I ask them during the phone call is what type of business they have, and that tells me right away. It gives me a really good picture of the complexity of their business. If they said a retail shop with a brick and mortar business, that's completely different than, say, a real estate agent. So choose your clients wisely in the beginning and try to stick to service-based companies. So that's the second thing. And the third thing that you want to do is charge appropriately. It's real common, and I dealt with it for many years, is a term called imposter syndrome. You feel like an imposter. You may be new to bookkeeping, you're new to getting clients, you're new to providing the service, so you feel like an imposter. That's very common. You just have to deal with it and roll with it. Understand that is a common feeling that most people have. If you don't have it, you're probably in the percentage of a small percentage of people that just don't have that. But I would say it's very common to have that, and it's very common to have that for years, because what's going to happen is, as you get better and better at what you do, you're going to continue to expand the types of clients that you're going to get. You're going to maybe expand the types of software. You're going to go from QuickBooks Online and add in QuickBooks Desktop. So you're going to constantly be spreading yourself out a little bit in the comfort zone, and you should. That's how you're going to become a more well-rounded bookkeeper, is to continue to push yourself into different directions that you're not so sure of. So you're constantly going to be feeling a little bit of that imposter syndrome, and you'll feel it more so when you first start out. You'll be new to this industry, new to doing what you do, and it's really common to feel that. So right out the gate, I would say, understand that it's normal to feel like that, but just push through it. It's okay. And so my point also is that you want to charge appropriately. You don't want to charge $10 an hour, or charge just such a low amount. One, that sends a signal to the person that you're talking to that that you are unsure of your abilities, that you are new. So it's real common that the people that are most experienced, they charge more, right? So you don't need to start out the gate charging a whole lot, but you should come right into the middle and start charging a good fee for your services. You are providing a very valuable service to people and to businesses, and they need that service. If they don't get it from you, they're going to get it from somebody else. So why not you? So you can provide this service, you can do a good job, and you can learn as you go. Charge appropriately. And I talk about, in another video, I talk about charging hourly versus flat rate and my feelings on that. So I won't get into that now, but you should definitely charge appropriately. So kind of research what people are charging in your area, and it changes geographically. So I live in coastal Southern California, which is, cost of living is expensive here, so I can charge more than what somebody could charge in living out in the country in the Midwest or something, which is where I'm from originally. But so don't be afraid to charge what other people are charging for the same services. Like I said, it sets a signal to the person. The people that call you, they typically know what to expect as far as fees. So you can come in at average or kind of in the middle, or even lower average, something like that, and they'll say, oh, that sounds reasonable, that's a little lower than another quote I got, something like that, and then the chances of you getting their business is a little better. So, and as you're building up your plate, you do want to do that. I would say err on the side of a little less, just so that you can build up your client base, build up experience, and then over time you can increase your rates. But do not fall for the imposter syndrome and start charging so low that you're sending a signal to your potential clients. So focus on QuickBooks Online. These are my recommendations. And focus on service-based companies. Stay away from the more complex companies at first. And also charge appropriately, and be aware of imposter syndrome, but move on with it, and understand that you're just going to have to live with that feeling for a while. You just have to deal with it. And I did for many years. I'm constantly pushing myself into new directions and expanding my scope on things, and I constantly feel that too. So it's very common. Just deal with it, roll past it. You can do this. If you have any questions, please email me at steve@bookkeepinglife.com, or you can leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like it, hit the subscribe button so that you get all my videos that I release. And you can do this. Good luck. Leave your comments. Let me know how you're doing. Take care. Have a good day. Hi everyone. If you'd like to learn more, I have a free webinar where I teach you how to quickly set up your own home-based bookkeeping business so you can start earning that extra $1,000 a month or more. In that webinar, you'll learn my step-by-step formula to getting bookkeeping clients. You'll learn how to set up your new bookkeeping business from scratch so you have more control over your time and your life, and many more freedoms that come with it. So if you'd like to sign up for that free webinar, just click the link in the description below and I'll see you there. Also hit the subscribe button.